When your dog looks at you, do you know what they actually see? You probably think they see their owner or their favorite person. You might even think they see their best friend. But the truth is far more extraordinary than that. Science has actually found something amazing. When you understand this, the way you look at your dog will change completely. Most owners have absolutely no idea about this incredible secret. This means they're missing something incredibly profound. It happens right in front of them every single day. Welcome to Canine Insight, everyone. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the dog's mind. We're going to show you exactly what's happening inside their head. We want you to know what happens when they stare into your eyes. Prepare yourself, because you're about to understand your best friend better. Let's kick things off with a hard truth. You've probably heard the old joke that cats just think you're a big, clumsy cat. People say cats don't really see a line between you and the rest of their family, and that might be totally true for them. But please, don't ever make the mistake of thinking your dog feels the same way. Dogs did something that cats never even tried doing. In fact, dogs did something that no other living creature has ever done. Over the last 15,000 years, they changed their very nature. They spent centuries sleeping by our fires and sharing our meals. They grew an entirely separate set of social rules just for us. Experts call this the human-canine bond. There's nothing else like it anywhere in the wild. When your dog looks up, they don't see another dog. They don't think you're just a strange puppy walking on two legs. They look at you and see something they're biologically wired to find. For thousands of generations, their DNA has been telling them to seek you out. They're built to trust you and build their life around you. You aren't just a pack member to them. You're their absolute lifeline. This brings us to a fascinating question about how they understand us. Let's talk about something called the pointing test. It sounds really simple, but it completely blew scientists' minds. Researchers found a completely unique superpower. Dogs can read human body language better than anyone else. Think about our closest wild relatives, the chimpanzees. Chimps are incredibly smart animals. But if you put a treat on the ground and point at it, a chimp just stares at your finger. They just don't get it. Even a wild wolf raised in a human house won't understand what you mean. But your dog gets it right away. When you point across the room, your dog's eyes immediately follow the invisible line. They look right from your finger to the exact object. They perfectly understand human intention. It's almost spooky when you really sit down and think about it. They didn't just learn to put up with us. They didn't just adapt to get free food and a warm bed. They literally evolved their brains to understand our modern human lives. That deep level of understanding shapes every single second of their day. What scientists discovered next changes everything you know about leaving them alone. Think about your busy morning routine. You grab your coat and your coffee. You pick up your car keys to head out to work. The moment those keys jingle, your dog knows exactly what's coming. Their ears pop up and they shadow you to the front door. After you close that door, some dogs will walk back and forth. Some will let out a quiet whine. Some will just sit there. They might stare at the wood for hours after you're gone. For years, experts just called this separation anxiety and quickly brushed it off. It was seen as a common behavioral issue. But recently, a team of top brain scientists decided to look much deeper into this. They wanted to know what's actually happening deep inside a dog's body. What happens during those long, quiet hours alone in your suburban house? The answer they found is honestly pretty heartbreaking. When researchers put trackers on dogs left home alone, they saw an immediate physical reaction. The dog's stress hormones spike within just a few minutes of the owner leaving. Their heart rate goes up. Their breathing pattern changes completely. Their whole body enters a quiet state of low-level panic. They miss you instantly. But here's the part that will stop you in your tracks. During the study, the researchers played voice recordings for these lonely dogs. When they played a random person's voice, absolutely nothing happened. The dogs stayed stressed and anxious. But the second they played a recording of the actual owner speaking, the stress dropped like a rock. Their hearts slowed down. They instantly felt much safer in their environment. It wasn't just any human noise they needed, it was your specific voice. What does your dog do when you grab your keys for work? Tell us your story down in the comments below. Every dog is different. And it's not just your voice that holds this magic power. Your smell does the exact same thing. A team of top brain scientists proved this. They used MRI scanners to run an incredible and totally harmless experiment. Don't worry, the dogs were specially trained to sit still inside the machine. They got lots of amazing treats for their hard work. While they were in the scanner, scientists let them smell different things on cotton swabs. They smelled normal house odors and they smelled random humans. They smelled other dogs, and finally, they smelled the scent of their owners. When the dogs smelled their owner's scent, something amazing happened on the screen. The reward center of the dog's brain lit up like fireworks. The reward center is the specific part of the brain handling deep love. It controls feelings of joy and positive excitement. And here's the absolute kicker, because no other smell did that. It wasn't the smell of a delicious hot dog. It was just you. Your dog isn't just sitting by the window waiting for their next meal. They're holding onto your memory in every biological way they possibly can. They're literally counting the seconds until you walk back through that front door. But the story doesn't end there, because it gets even deeper. It turns out your dog is reading your face much closer than anyone else. They pay more attention than your human family does. It's all about how we look at each other during a conversation. When you look at someone's face, your eyes drift to their left side. Scientists call this the left gaze bias in modern psychology. You probably don't even realize you're doing it, because it's a completely automatic human reflex. The reason we do this is because the right side of the brain processes raw emotion. The right side also controls the left side of the face. So, humans evolved to look at the left side of a face first. We do it because that's where the real, genuine emotions show up. Here's what's so wild about that specific scientific fact. Your dog does the exact same thing. But here's the really fascinating catch. They only do it with humans. When scientists showed dogs pictures of other dogs and plastic toys, they just didn't do it. The dogs only looked to the left side when a human face popped up. They evolved a highly specific way of reading faces just for us. That's exactly why your dog always seems to know when you're having a terrible day. Often, they know you're upset before you've said a single word. They know before you even realize you're sad about your stressful day. They're reading the tiny micro-expressions hiding in your face. They're scanning your facial muscles with a crazy level of accuracy. It took thousands of years of evolution to perfect this incredible skill. Dogs can even look at a photograph of a total stranger on a screen. They can instantly tell if that person is happy or angry. They know exactly what an angry human frown means in our society. They understand it perfectly without any professional trainer ever teaching them. So, think about the next time you're sitting on the couch feeling totally down. Your dog quietly pads over to rest their heavy head on your knee. You need to realize something important about that beautiful moment. They didn't just guess that you needed some emotional comfort. They read the deep sadness on your face. They processed it in a brain that was built specifically to care about you. And they made a clear, conscious choice to come help you feel better. Now let's talk about the secret language of their tail. The way your dog wags their tail isn't just a random reflex, it's actually a complete sentence in their unique vocabulary. Most people just assume that a wagging tail equals a happy dog. But modern science has completely destroyed that old, outdated myth. It isn't just about the wag itself. It's all about the specific direction of the wag. Let's look at what happens when they see something they love. Like you walking into the room after a long day at the office. Their tail wags a little bit more to the right side. But maybe they feel nervous or see a strange person they don't know. In that case, their tail wags more to the left side. And the craziest part is that other dogs can naturally read this secret code. Researchers in Italy ran a totally fascinating test. They put dogs in a room and showed them videos. The videos showed other dogs wagging their tails on a large screen. When the dogs watching the screen saw a tail wagging to the right, they stayed totally calm. They felt relaxed, with completely normal heart rates. But when they saw a tail wagging to the left, things changed. Their own heart rates spiked immediately in response to the screen. Their bodies automatically knew there was danger nearby. They knew this just from watching the direction of a tail on a TV screen. Your dog was born with this tail vocabulary. They're talking to you every single day, waiting for you to learn their language. Have you ever noticed which way your dog wags their tail when you get home? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to read about it. The height of the tail tells a detailed story too. A tail held high and wagging fast means they're feeling super confident and excited. A tail held down low and moving slowly means something else. It means they're feeling unsure or trying to show you they aren't a threat. They're constantly sending you updates on how they feel, and their deep connection to you doesn't stop when they close their eyes to sleep. Sleep scientists have studied dogs' brainwaves in modern labs. They found that dogs have the exact same sleep cycles we do. This includes REM sleep, which is where vivid dreams happen. Because you're the most important thing in their life, experts believe they dream about you. When they twitch their paws or do those cute little sleep barks, it means something. They're probably dreaming about playing fetch with you in the park. They might be dreaming about running to greet you at the front door. You're the star of their waking life and the star of their dreams. You even share a physical rhythm with them. Have you ever noticed how you feel when resting with your dog on the couch? You both just feel perfectly in sync with each other. Studies show that when a dog and their owner rest near each other, heartbeats sync up. If you're calm, they're calm. If you're stressed out and your heart is beating fast, they will pick up on that invisible tension. Their heart will beat faster too, because they literally absorb your emotions. Consider this for a moment, because this final discovery ties all of this together. Once you hear this, everything else starts to make complete sense. You're the absolute center of your dog's universe, and there's a powerful neurochemical reason for that. In 2015, a groundbreaking study from top researchers made headlines all over the globe. The researchers set up a very simple and elegant experiment. They put dogs and their owners in a quiet room. They asked them to just gaze into each other's eyes without any distractions. There was no talking and no petting, just quiet eye contact. What happened next completely blew the modern science world away. When the dogs and humans stared at each other, something incredible happened. Both of them experienced a massive surge of a chemical called oxytocin. Oxytocin is famously known as the bonding hormone in biology. It's the exact same powerful chemical that floods the brains of a mother and baby. This happens in the very first moments after birth. When your dog looks up at you, their brain releases this exact same love chemistry. It's the chemistry humans use to bond with their own children. And when you look back at them, your brain does the exact same thing. This isn't just pet owners being overly emotional about their animals. This isn't people pretending their dogs are human to feel better. This is hard biological proof from modern science. It's a documented feedback loop of pure love that your dog triggers by looking at your face. Think back to everything we've talked about today. Dogs evolved over thousands of years specifically to read our faces and follow our fingers. They evolved to understand our complex feelings. They do this in ways no other animal on Earth can possibly achieve. This incredible oxytocin loop is what all that evolution was building toward. They aren't just an animal that happens to live in your modern apartment. They are a highly advanced creature that is neurochemically wired to you. Your dog doesn't just put up with your presence in the house. They don't just tolerate you because you provide the expensive dog food. You're the whole reason their brain releases its most powerful bonding chemical. You're the specific scent that makes their brain's reward center light up. You're the one face their eyes evolved over millennia to read. When your dog looks at you, they don't see a random human. They don't see an owner or a master paying the bills. They see the one presence their entire biology was built to find. They see you, and to them, that means absolutely everything. Thank you for joining us here on Canine Insight today. If you look at your dog a little differently now, please share this video. Share it with someone who loves their dog just as much as you do. We'll see you in the next fascinating episode.